Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The government of Kenya has withdrawn the security manning William Ruto's residence in Karen. What's really happening in this country? Because we all know that President Uhuru Kenyatta earlier this week challenged his deputy, Dr. William Arap Ruto, to resign if he was not satisfied with the way the government is being run. What's really happening? And what is the objective of the withdrawal of security from William Ruto? Security is one of the key things for any politician. Kenyans pay a lot of money to secure the VIPs. Top is President Ruto Kenyatta, followed by the Deputy President William Ruto. What's really happening? Is President Uhuru Kenyatta strategically campaigning for his deputy William Ruto? Because all these things happening are actually making William Ruto more popular. Or is there a chance that the Deputy President William Ruto himself engineered all this? Because remember yesterday, Equity Bank disowned the loan which was alleged to have been given to Aaron Airdan. Is it possible that the Deputy President wanted to divert the attention of Kenyans from that Equity Bank saga by engineering the removal of these officers from this office? I'll discuss the details about the withdrawal of those security officers tomorrow. But for now, I just want us to go through this whole saga because something is not adding up. Let me begin by going through the wall of Oscar Sudi. Because Oscar Sudi, in my view, normally speaks the mind of William Arap Ruto. This is what Oscar Sudi is saying about this. President Uhuru Kenyatta is a very petty president. But CS Matiang'i is the pettiest of all. The duo have just ordered withdrawal of all security officers manning Sugoi, Elgon View Home, Karen Residence, and all other premises linked to DP Ruto. Ujinga tupu. So from Oscar Sudi, because this is the mouthpiece of William Ruto, it means Sugoi Home withdrawn, Elgon View Home withdrawn, Karen Residence withdrawn, and all other premises linked to the DP withdrawn. Let me go now to what the government is saying. The government has issued a statement. I'm just getting their statement. In their statement, this is what the government is saying. Reassignment of VVIP guard duties. Press release, Office of the Inspector General, National Police Service, Nairobi. The National Police Service, through its various units, is mandated to provide security to government buildings and critical infrastructure, including security to VVIP. Number 2, it says, today, 26th August 2021, the security of government building units, SGB, has been deployed to provide general security to official residence of His Excellency the Deputy President from the General Service Unit. So basically what has happened, the GSU which were manning that building or those buildings have been withdrawn. And the National Police Service is also very clear that these guys are normally supposed to provide security to government buildings, the government buildings unit. Number 3 is saying this is a normal reassignment of duties within the National Police Service to enhance efficiency and effectiveness. Number 4, the Presidential Escort Unit continues to provide close protection security to His Excellency the Deputy President. Bruno Shiosho, Director Corporate Communications or spokesperson. Now, according to the police, this is a normal procedure. But as much as it's a normal procedure, courtesy would have demanded that the Deputy President was going to be informed of the changes and that he was going to agree to these changes. But based on what Oscar Sudi is saying, that did not happen. Now, let me take you to what the Deputy President is saying through his official spokesperson over this particular matter. Because tomorrow, I want us to dissect into details why this security have been withdrawn. Now, the office of the Deputy President has issued a statement. That statement is signed by David Mugonyi, the Secretary Communications Office of the Deputy President. Now, this is what he's saying. Withdrawal of His Excellency Deputy President's security. Which means they were also shocked. Now, he's saying, this morning, the Deputy President was briefed by the security officers in charge of the General Service Unit attached to his official residence in Karen that he had received verbal instructions to withdraw all GSU officers effective 2 p.m. Very interesting. That the guy who is in charge of that unit, the people manning the Deputy President's unit, he received a call, verbal. It means someone picked a call and placed that call to him and told him by 2 p.m. toa watu wote. And 2 p.m. this is exactly what happened. Now it continues. The withdrawal extends to all His Excellency residences. At this stage, no explanation has been offered for the strange and unlawful decision. The decision has been made contrary to Police Service Standing Orders, Chapter 8, Section 5E, that the GSU commandant shall be responsible for security of the President, the Deputy President, State Houses, and lodges. So, which means William Ruto was not informed. His office, no explanation. Apart from now, the explanation which was communicated by the police, which is very interesting. Because remember, William Ruto is not a vice president. He's the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, which means he's the principal assistant to President Uhuru Kenyatta. So if the president is not there, William Ruto should take over. But now, someone is bypassing him by calling a junior officer who is just responsible for people manning his gate and telling this junior officer that make sure that the security, GSU security, are all removed from William Ruto's residence. Now it continues. The office of the Deputy President has formally written to the Inspector General of Police seeking an official explanation on this matter and reasons for the breach of security. So they feel there is a breach of security. Because I also believe that being a Deputy President, the government ought to have informed him that we are going to do this. We are going to replace the security because of reason A, reason B, reason C. But that did not happen. The fact is, someone just, I'm not even sure whether the person who placed the phone call is a senior government official, but I don't want to get into that for now. Let me just continue. It's saying, this is the latest installment in a sustained and systematic effort to undermine Deputy President's personal security in pursuit of political vendetta, and is consistent with a strategy to expose Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya to personal harm. Now, from at that point, what comes to my mind is the Lamada saga, where there were claims that certain people were meeting to eliminate the Deputy President William Ruto. That's what this guy is trying to suggest here. So tomorrow, make sure you listen to my video tomorrow. I think I need to do it now, then post it very early in the morning. So after watching this, keep on checking my content for tomorrow. Itakuwa moto, itakuwa fire. Now it's saying, this diabolical demonstrations of bad faith runs back to 2017 when at the height of campaign, a gunman forced his way to the Deputy President's rural home in Sugoi, injured a GSU officer, and laid siege for several hours. This is totally a different perspective which is coming up. 2017. You remember these incidents. And of course, you were told that Magaidi had invaded the residence. That night is also the night of Musando, when Musando disappeared. So it means this whole saga has nothing, completely nothing to do with Raila Odinga. Because by 2017, Raila Odinga, at the height of that campaign, Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta were sworn enemies. It's continuing. Now they're now trying to lay the incidences. In September last year, armed police officers prevented the DP from holding a meeting in Kisii town. I think I remember that incident where the DP was blocked from addressing a political rally. And I don't think that it's only the DP who has been blocked. Several other politicians have always been blocked from addressing rallies. In fact, at the peak of the last election campaign, Raila Odinga and NASA brigades had their securities withdrawn. I think several members of parliament allied to ODM party in the last parliament didn't even have security. But that's a story for another day. But it's one incident which these guys are citing, that during that time, the police stopped the DP. Now it says in October 2020, that's a month later, armed police officers violently attempted to stop the deputy president from attending church service in Murang'a county and lobbed tear gas at worshippers at Kenol AIPCA church. You remember that incident, and I think some people lost their lives. And recently saying, on Tuesday this week, armed police officers violently dispersed mourners, damaged properties, and disrupted the funeral of the late MCS of Maho in Taita Taveta County ahead of DP's arrival. Very interesting. So the deputy president must tighten his belt. Because if they are crying over these small matters, they are yet to see the wrath of the government. They should ask Raila Odinga, they should ask NASA supporters. The government can be ruthless, stopping a rally because of COVID, or stopping a rally because the government declared that funerals should not be conducted beyond several hours, and then they are crying, then it means they are yet to see. And they are saying also in January 2020, government officials acting with authority locked His Excellency the Deputy President out of his official residence in Mombasa, which remains closed to date. By the way, that residence was locked. I think the government didn't want what is happening in Karen to happen in Mombasa. The DP had intended to turn that residence into another campaign coordination center. The government decided to lock it. And I can assure you that the current residence is also going to be locked out soon. If you visit there, you won't come out. Or you come out, utapata Maria Mwapo waiting for you to take you to the next available police stations to explain what you're doing there. That's something I think, and if you watch my tomorrow's video, I'll try to explain all those. Then they are saying, concluding, the deputy president is elected to perform prescribed constitutional roles and duties, and therefore, this worrying pattern of wanton violations of the law and of His Excellency the Deputy President's constitutional right and personal security is calculated to sabotage and undermine his office. If I were Ruto, of course I'm not, I would resign. Instead of lamenting, I would resign. But Ruto cannot operate outside government. Do you think Ruto can host the kind of meeting he's been hosting in Karen in his residence or in his hotel? He can't. And they are concluding, the office of the Deputy President looks forward to an official explanation from the Inspector General of the Kenya Police Service on this matter. Personally, I think they deserve an explanation why this is happening. They deserve an explanation. I don't know what you think. Tomorrow, I want to dissect the details about the withdrawal. In politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. there must be an objective. And that objective can be linked, in my view, to the president's call for the deputy president to resign. It can also be linked to the deputy president continued use of the official residence for his personal and political activities. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye for now.